So, you decided to install Rust. You don't know what you're doing? Think you could use a few tips? Okay, here's what you need to know. You're gonna have a rock. You're gonna use that rock to hit things. Make sure you hit the X or the shiny spot and you'll gather the most resources. You'll gather those resources to make things. Things like a base. Press Q to open your crafting menu and start crafting a building plan. Once you've got it, you'll want to go find the perfect spot to build. There's plenty of resources out there on base building, so look them up and find something you like. Holding right-click will pull up the options for building. The trick is to make sure when you're placing walls to have the X face inward, as that's the vulnerable side of the wall. At some point, make sure you've got a hammer crafted and ready to go. By holding right-click, you can upgrade every part of your base as long as you've got the materials. Next is the most important step of all. Look through your crafting menu and craft a tool cupboard, or a TC, along with a key lock to secure it. This is the heart of your base, and anyone who gains access to it or destroys it will have access to your base. The TC is also responsible for keeping your base from falling apart, so make sure to fill it with materials so it doesn't decay. And remember to put doors on your base. When you're ready, go start smacking barrels and searching loot crates to find items, components, and most importantly, scrap, the currency of Rust. There are a handful of safe zones across the map where players cannot fight or loot one another, but they do have a lot of useful things like recyclers where you can turn unwanted items into other stuff. Some safe zones will let you buy a boat, a helicopter, or even gamble, but most of them have a research table where you can learn how to make an item on your own by spending scrap. If you prefer go the tech tree route, craft a workbench, or use one available in the safe zones to research straight down the tech trees, item after item, until you've learned everything you want to learn. At this point, you're probably feeling pretty confident. You've made a few friends, you've learned how to craft some items, and you've built your base just how you like it. So you and your buddies decide to log off for the night. But this doesn't mean that you or your loot is safe. Whether you're online or not, anybody with enough willpower and explosives can blow into your base and steal everything you've worked for. That's kind of the point though. You get stuff, you take other people's stuff, and you protect your stuff. Or die trying. And you better get used to dying, like a lot. And maybe even waking up naked on a beach with nothing but a rock all over again. And while there's a lot of things to do in Rust, that's pretty much the whole game, so you did this to yourself. You might as well have a good time. Find some good people to play with, don't be afraid to ask silly questions, and when you're running from a horde of angry nakeds trying to bash your skull in with a rock and you're watching your entire life flash before your eyes, just remember, this is Rust. You'll wake up all over again.